What we have on our side is conviction and passion. We believe in what we're doing because we understand that free speech is one of the fundamental pillars of constitutional democracy. In April 2023, the Hatred and Hate Offences Bill passed through the lower house of the Irish Parliament by an overwhelming majority, 110 votes in its favour and just 14 votes against. When it reached the Senate, a number of senators raised concerns about its implications for civil liberties. And in the meantime, over the past year and a half or so, it has gained so much notoriety that the government, the Irish government, has basically backed away from it and dropped the bill entirely, at least those elements that concern hate speech. This is a very encouraging victory for free speech advocates and for the free speech movement internationally. What would have happened if a coalition of activists, journalists, and business people had not lined up against this bill to defeat it? People such as Senator Michael McDowell, Free Speech Ireland, ADF, Alliance Defending Freedom, and of course Elon Musk. What would have happened is that the existing hate speech regime in Ireland, which is based on the 1989 Incitement to Hatred Act, would have been strengthened and would have been made considerably more draconian. The maximum penalties, for example, would have gone up from 2 years to 5 years. The list of protected characteristics would have been significantly expanded, and the threshold of prosecution would have been lowered, because instead of having to show intent to incite hatred or show that the person was aware that they were inciting hatred, you would have had to simply show that there was recklessness, which is a much lower bar for prosecuting people. So there are a number of lessons I draw from this victory. The first is, of course, that to go from a bill having overwhelming support in the Parliament to being defeated is very impressive, and it shows the efficacy of a high-profile campaign. As long as you have significant allies in the Parliament and in the media, even if they're in a minority, you can drum up enough notoriety, enough bad press for a bill to get it defeated. Secondly, we need to be on guard more than ever before, because the fact that this awful draconian bill passed initially overwhelmingly through our Parliament shows that our politicians either don't care or do not do due diligence about these matters. But for now, I'd just like to congratulate all of the people, from ordinary citizens right up to high-profile business people, senators, TDs, journalists, and political activists who put so much work into defeating this bill. What we have on our side is conviction and passion. We believe in what we're doing because we understand that free speech is one of the fundamental pillars of constitutional democracy and of the rest of our civil liberties. Because without free speech, we cannot have a voice in the public square. We cannot defend the truth. We cannot challenge our politicians and hold them accountable. Without free speech, we slide very quickly into authoritarianism, and the rest of our liberties are easily dismantled.